explanation did you get on with Devin with the 2 techs and the ejection?
I didn't need one. I didn't get one because we had to move on. And, that's what we have to do in those moments. I saw talking, I saw back and forth, and to be honest with you, I didn't need an explanation. For us to be the team that we need to be, we got to be able to handle those moments even when they don't go our way. And that's what I had to do. I had to move on and get Cam Johnson into the game and go to the next play.
Next is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, and then Cameron Cox.
Hey, Monty, as Dario's been back, we've seen him form real chemistry with Chris. Those two just seem to be made to play with each other on the court, it looks like. What have you seen from those two really forming a connection there?
Well, Dario has a way of, playing in pick and roll. He can pop and get other guys involved. He does a really good job of diving out of the pick and roll, and sometimes he'll pop and make plays on the backside if he doesn't shoot the ball. But both of those guys are pretty smart players, and you put them in a certain environment and you let those guys, make plays for themselves or other people, but they're just smart players.
As a team defensively, it felt like you guys had so many help sequences where there was help at the rim or someone getting in there on the ball. What'd you see from the team defense tonight that was clicking so well?
Just a ton of multiple efforts. In the first half, I just felt like LeBron was, attacking the paint. He does that every night, but I thought there was a ton more resistance and help on the backside at the rim. And then when they tried to kick it for threes on the backside, I thought we did a better job in the second half of trying to take away the backside threes. So I thought Dooley was huge for us on the ball, switching him on to Schroeder, put some size and athleticism on the ball. It was a great call by Coach Willie Green.
Next is Cameron Cox with 12 News, followed by Gina Mizell.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Losing a guy like Book no matter what team it is, when you lose your star player like that, it can hurt. What'd you make of the way your team responded, though, once he left the game?
Well, I think Jae Crowder said it best. We got better tonight. You gain confidence when a guy like Book doesn't play or gets tossed, and you're able to pull a game out on the road at the end of a road trip. That's a combination for mailing it in. And I've said it all year long. This group has shown a lot of resiliency, but that was a big time character win, and we got better. Campaign hadn't played the last game in the second half of the Chicago game. He came in and gave us a lift. Dooley gave us a lift, and then Dario, he just made play after play after play. So I thought we got better tonight, but we probably got more confidence that we can close out games on the road without Devin and Chris saving the day.
Final 2 questions are going to be Gina Mizell with Suns.com and Gerald Bourguet.
Hey, Monty, you kind of just touched on that, but I wanted to ask you about that stretch in the fourth quarter where Chris comes out of the game for his normal rest and you don't have Book. And not only did you guys withstand and hold the lead, but you extended the lead. So just how important was that for you guys just to kind of have a stretch like that where you could have the bench show up in those big moments?
Well, I think they got confidence that they can run our stuff, have the proper spacing, and be productive on offense, but defensively, that's where it was for me. The switching, being able to stay in front of the ball. We've said this a number of times about our bench. They know that they have to play together. There's not one guy out there that's going to create a ton of offense for himself for a long period of time, and so that group tends to be a bit more connected because they have to play that way. And they were huge on this trip. The way they played the second half in Chicago, and especially tonight.
Yeah, Mikal, obviously a huge win for you guys to be able to win with Booker getting ejected. Just what was the mood or feel after that with you guys in terms of, hey, let's get locked in on what we have to do to close this out, even though our best guy isn't with us?
Yeah, we rallied together. We wasn't worried, wasn't nervous. We knew what we had to do was just go out there and keep playing our way. And we know we had to do it for him. He's in there. I know he's cheering for us. So lock in for the rest of the game and do it for our teammates.
And I just had a quick follow. Obviously, you hit some huge threes, but I thought a save that you made to Jay that led to a layup was big as well. Can you just maybe take us through that sequence? Because you could easily, A, let the ball go out of bounds, B, took the ball out of bounds with you. When did you actually see Jay in your frame that made you drop it off to him?
I was playing hard and then crashed, kind of saw I was going to air ball and went to go save it. And Jay just made a quick little noise and I saw him. If he didn't make that noise, I probably would have threw it back court or something. But, you know, he helped me and just being there for me. I mean, that's what we do for each other, man. We help each other out. Somebody's stuck in a situation, the next guy's going to help him out. And that's what Jay did for me.
Next up is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, followed by Jim Conlon.
Hey, Mikal, you were on the floor when Book got tossed. It was really hard for us to tell what went on. It happened so fast. Were you able to kind of interpret what happened, or did you just kind of turn around and Book was gone? It was hard to tell.
Nah, I saw him get the first tech. They're going back and forth with the ref, and then I don't know what happened after that. I just looked back and I saw him walking out and saying he's out. So, I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, bad news when Max came on the floor. With the offense, you've seen Book play against that type of defense now for 3 years where they overhelp on him and he just makes the right pass. What kind of confidence do you have as a shooter seeing them deploy that defense and know Book's just going to break it down every time and find you?
Just being ready, knowing our scout offensively know what they're going to do defensively with how they help. So just coaches telling us be ready to shoot and be ready to drive. And that's what I did, just stay ready the whole time.
Next is Jim Conlon with RBC Radio in Ireland, followed by Gina Mizell.
Hi, Mikal. A big performance there tonight, and one of the big performances note was 16 three-pointers in total for you there tonight, compared to Lakers 11, but LeBron got the last 3 of those. So your three-point game was very efficient tonight.
Yeah, just finding each other. That's a lot of trust with each other, and that's how we are as a team, man. We will give up the next pass for good to great shots, and we find each other, and we all work on a game. We're aggressive, all confident, and just be ready to let it go.
Next is Gina Mizell with Suns.com, followed by Cameron Cox.
Hey, Mikal, when you sort of look at the totality of this road trip, just what are your biggest takeaways? This is one of the longer periods of time you guys have been on the road this season. You've got one more game before the All-Star break. Just kind of what are your biggest takeaways and where do you feel like you guys are at, heading into this last game before the break?
A great road trip. Battled the Chicago game, good team. They play hard and they didn't stop, and we didn't stop neither. And it just took all the way to the end. And they go to Minnesota, who just got a new coach, just trying to do different things and know that they're going to come out there and play hard and just stay composed and stay poised and just quarter by quarter playing the whole 48 minutes. They played it was tough. It was a whole tough game. And then we start pushing towards the end. And I mean, that's what really good teams do. And then tonight, knew it was going to be a really tough game. Go against these guys, and then our best player goes out, and we just kept staying, kept staying the course, and kept fighting all the way to the end, man, as a team together. And I feel it was a great road trip. I'm feeling good right now.
All right, Mikal, final 2 questions would be Cameron Cox with 12 News and David Chinalato.
Hey, Mikal, congrats on the win. You guys have the best record in the NBA since the end of January. Is that something you guys can enjoy? Or as Monty always says, you not get too happy on the farm?
Yeah, they can't get too happy on the farm, man. We just we know what we're doing. We know we're getting better. And we just got to keep progressing up, man. We got to keep getting better. Like you said, any team can be beat. And us, if we relax, there's a lot of tough teams. Even the teams that don't have the best records, they're going to play hard, and we just got to keep getting better, not relax, and keep playing our way.
Final question is David Chinalato from Puerto Rico.
Hey, Mikal, congrats for the win. I'm curious about what you think this team can do in the second part of the season. I'm pretty sure you guys have a next level to reach, and how you guys are planning to do that.
Come in every day, working on our habits, getting better, having the same energy every single day. No matter if we lose a game or somebody has a bad day, coming to that gym, being together, keep trying to get better. I think that's the biggest thing. Not to relax, not to get too happy, not to get happy on the farm, like Coach says, and just come in every day and work, man. This is fun. This is our jobs, and we all love each other, and we have fun, and we know we can do big things if we just keep getting better and keep going.
Dario, just first, how big is this win?
I think it's a very big win for us. Maybe it was like kind of, I will say, maybe most important game for us until right now. Obviously we have like a great 2 games, Chicago Bulls and Timberwolves. We beat them and kind of, coming here in LA to play against champs. It's not easy. Obviously, they have a couple of guys out. But, we decided to play hard, from beginning, from the jump ball until end. And this is the team we really play hard. We deserve it. And so maybe for me, most important win right now from beginning of the season.
And just a quick follow. What was working for you? Obviously, they went small. So then Monty matched small with you at that 5. What was working for you tonight?
What was work for me tonight? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I try to find, way how to play with this group. Obviously, it's my second year here, and kind of I really realized, who is play how on the court. Especially with new additions, who are, really good players and they understand the games. You try to give them best option, and sometimes I will pop, to let them more space for the guys. Sometimes I will go down there if they switch, try to have a mismatch, and I think this worked well for me this game. I try to find good situations for me and for my teammates, and kind of that's just open.
Final 2 questions are going to be Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports and Gina Mizell.
Hey, Dario, Chris will come back into the game and get some minutes with you. And it seems like lately you guys have built a lot of chemistry. What's it like to play with Chris? Because at least watching it, it seems like you two are very natural, bouncing off each other on the court.
Yeah, obviously, I always say, I can add something, with the guy who is for so long in the league, who is like Hall of Fame. You need to just learn how to play with him, try to be there, open for him, and make him to see you, on the court and open plays. And it's really easier, it's really easy, he's the guy who will always try to find, he's a guy who have like a 10-15 assists every night. And obviously, the other guys are waiting for that. We are kind of hunting for the shots with him, and it's kind of simple to play.
Final question is Gina Mizell with Suns.com.
Hey, Dario, Coach gave you guys a lot of praise for the way that you handled when Devin got ejected, and just how you guys rallied and were able to still, stay the course and play without him. Just what was it like on the bench amongst all you guys, as far as just sort of moving on and saying, okay, we gotta, stay together, and we gotta, figure things out even without him on the floor?
Yeah, I always say from day one, we have a group of 12 guys, 15 guys, who are ready to play in every second of the basketball. We are really good group of talented people, and we know how to play. And when you have those kind of guys, I say, sometimes I will have a good night, sometimes, Jay will have a good night, sometimes Mikal will have a good night. Obviously, you have like 2 guys like Chris and Devin who are making plays. And other guys, need to just read the game. And we are strong, really strong group. We compete defensively too. And, I think what I say is sky is limit for this team, because, it's a group of guys. I think that's the good thing for the base. To start to build something good, and that's how I see this group. And I cannot wait. To play last game before the All-Star break and try to get that win too.
Yeah, Jay, it looked like you was right in the middle of that when Booker got ejected. Can you maybe take us through what happened? I mean, I'm just because obviously we're watching from TV, we can't be there to see it and hear anything. So what happened during that?
Devin was disputing his first technical. He didn't like the first technical that was given to him, and he voiced his opinion about it. And the second ref heard him voice his opinion and decided to give him another one. So that's what really happened.
It looked like you were trying to either pull him away or get in the middle.
Tried to do both.
Okay. Okay. So you didn't get there fast enough, you think?
Too late. It was too late. I tried to just be a good teammate. I know he was frustrated. He was a little angry about it. I tried to just de-escalate the situation as much as possible, but it was too late. I tried to be there for him.
Next is Paul Richardson with the Sports Cave, followed by Kellen Olson.
Jay, it's one thing to say, next man up, or we'll make up when, Chris is out or DA isn't playing well. It's another thing to do it. What does it feel to actually do it in this setting against this team on the road?
Well, it feels great. Obviously, we've been on the road and we're just trying to get better each and every game. But I honestly felt today we got better. I came in the locker room. I told the guys that I felt like without Devin, Devin left us in the third quarter and we could have folded or we could have stepped up to the challenge, and we decided to step up to the challenge. But overall, as a group, we got better. I can honestly say that I felt that, and I felt like our coaches feel that. But we know what Devin can do. But we just got to continue to tighten the screws around him, and around him and Chris, and just be the best players we can be for our team and to get us where we need to be. So honestly, today we feel like we really got better.
Next is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, followed by Dwayne Rankin.
Hey, Jay, that game might have been your guys' best of the year in terms of help defense and helping each other out at the rim and on drives. What were you seeing that was having you guys be so successful there?
Just connectivity. All five guys on the court been on the same page. We had a couple of breakdowns here and there, but that's going to happen throughout the game. And we just tried to limit those letdowns as much as possible. And I felt like we all knew the game plan very well. There was no confusion with that. And we just connected. We're just connected on both ends of the court. All five guys on defense helping each other and scrambling, just playing with a motor. And I honestly feel like it was one of our best games of the year. Seriously.
Next is Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, followed by Cameron Cox.
I was asking Mikal about when he found you for the layup, and he said that you made a noise to him, and that's what caught. I'm not even going to ask what the noise was, but just maybe take us through that. I mean, is that something that regularly happens where you give a whistle or something and at a play like that? Maybe just take it through the play, I guess.
I mean, I didn't know it was going to be air ball. I just went in and crashed. I know it was a late shot clock shot attempt. I just felt like I thought the ball was going to come off the rim, but it was short. It was an air ball. So Kel was going back door and he jumped in there and tried to save it, and I was right there in front of him. So didn't want him to overlook me. So I just made a little noise and let him know I was right there, and it was just a timely play on Mikal's part. But that was a big possession for us. I just felt like little plays like that sometimes decide the game. It's like we call those 50-50 balls, and we was able to come out on the winning side of that.
Final two questions would be Cameron Cox with 12 News and Jim Conlon.
Jay, you want to give us an example of that noise?
Y'all didn't hear the speakers. There's speakers on the rim.
We hear everything else. I think we heard DA at one time say something tonight. Hey, you guys have the best record in the league since the end of January. Is that something you guys can enjoy right now, or as Coach always says, you can't get happy on the farm?
Just enjoy it without work. I mean, we got to continue to put the work in, but to see our work that we put in pay off, and whether it be a film session, whether it be a practice, whether it be just communication with one another, is paying off in the right direction. And we just got to continue to get better each and every day, and take it one game at a time, one day at a time, and continue to climb this ladder of trying to get better. And I just feel like, yeah, you can look back at it a little bit, but you can't get too, like Coach say, get too happy on the farm, because it's a lot of games to be played, a lot of season left. So just to see our work come pay off a little bit, it definitely helps a little bit. Just moving forward and just looking back. Hopefully we got one more game before
halfway mark. So we'll continue to just try to take care of this Golden State game and enjoy our break and get ready for the second half.
Final question is Jim Conlon with RBC Radio in Ireland.
Hi, Jay. 5 of your players in double figures there tonight, and a real team sort of performance. But did you look on to when LeBron hit 3 3-pointers in the fourth quarter? Did you just feel like, oh, here goes LeBron again?
I mean, he told me I'm gonna empty the clip a little bit. So I knew he was gonna just try to. I mean, he was down big there late, so he knew it was almost out of reach, but he was trying to just do what he can to get back in the game. And I got to live with that. He's such a great player playing downhill. You just want to get contested. You don't want to try to take away the 3-pointer, but you got to live with something that he does on the court. And that's one shot that you live with, just a 3-pointer shot. So we was living with it, but he did make a few, and it didn't make me nervous at all because we were playing such good basketball leading up to that point. It was almost out of reach.